So the next step is to take my rails and just kind of give them a pre-bend. Just like that. And there's one more thing. If we're terminating on the end here, we want to cantilever out a piece. So in order to do that, we need to use a regular piece of foam, like a regular piece of thin foam, and a block. Now this could be anything, I'm just using foam. But you want to build a kicker right here, right? So let's just build a quick kicker real quick. That looks about right. Let me get a... Somebody asked, what do we cut? What do we cut with? We cut with a hot knife or hot wire. I'm just using this as an example. You don't have to use the foam once again, but I'm going to use it. So I'm going to mark this. All right. Look up the other side. Just kind of watch my line. I can't see both sides at the same time. Grab that side. Just kind of follow that line all the way down. A foam cutting tool is a great tool, especially if you're working with foam. And there we go. We'll need one more just like that. This is primarily the tool that I use when I do water features, mountains, any kind of foam core construction. I'll be using a cutter like this. Now the transformer is universal. All the different foam cutting tools that I have all plug into a transformer. Your transformer is about $750, $800, and it's got a potentiometer on it that you can dial up according to the distance of your wire. You can have an 8-foot or longer guy, two guys. If you're cutting big billets like that back there against the wall, you're going to need like a really long wire, and then you'll just use your transformer turned up to like 60 or 80. But if you're using like a 4-footer or a 2-footer or a 3-footer, you're back down into your lower, your lower ranges. So we've got our kicker here. We'll put that there. We'll put that there. Get a couple of our nails. And this is just to hold it in place. All right? I'm just laying that over there because I don't want material to fall in between the crack between the two. All right, so now we've got our line. I'm going to let this just run past here a little bit. And all I'm going to do is line up the edges because I already know that I'm perfect with my pattern. Now I just have to line up these, not to the inserts, the pieces that I put in there, but to the actual hard pieces. Once I get that done, then I'm good to go. So whoever wants, they can come over and help me put these nails in. Just find a line right here. And drop them in. Don't put it into something like that. Put it into one of the fixed ones, okay? So while that's taking place, you got a guy that's just dropping these pieces into place. Yes, sir.
Does it matter which side the laminate is on?
Well, yes, it does matter. The laminate is what gives you the ability to bend it. If you bend it the wrong way, it's just going to immediately snap. The laminate allows you to bend it so that it won't break. It's compressing into itself, and the laminate holds the back of it together.
That goes to the outside then?
Or the inside, depending if it's an outside curve or an inside curve.
So you're always bending away from the laminate.
Correct. Okay. And all I'm doing is lining up these outside edges to the foam, to the piece. That's my guide. I don't have to do any more measuring. As long as I'm satisfied with the pattern. Now, if you obviously see like a wobble in your wall, you want to try to correct it. You know, if you see something isn't quite, it doesn't have the symmetry that you want it to have, you can easily adjust it. But right now, we're laying down this in a relatively quick manner. And I don't know about you, but it sure beats using a partner saw. That's just my thought. I could be wrong. You guys are a tough crowd today. All right, we've got one more kicker to make.
Should we steal it off this other wall?
Yeah, I think so. Good idea. We're just gonna steal that. Cleft piece. Excuse me. Say again?
One nice thing, the nails are all reusable.
That's right. Okay, so we've got our kickers in place. We've got the symmetry of our piece. Now what we need to do is drop our ends down. All right, so what I like to do is mark on the top here where my end is. So I don't have to guess where it is, I'll just mark it. Then I can, from there, determine how far out I want the end to cantilever, because I know where I finish. I know where my finished piece is. So in this case, I kind of like to leave the ends out. All the rest of this stuff is 5 inches out. So 5 inches out, minus the ½ inch for the scratch coat, minus, the 2 inches of our width here, plus our insert. So we're probably about just under 3 inches of a cantilever, okay? That's a pretty good cantilever, but for the ends, I like to give it just a little bit more because it looks, it looks so attractive. So I'll probably come out about 6 inches. And look at that. Measure it out, make a mark. And you just sink your nails right into that sucker. Tighten it up, we'll come in through the face here. Just gonna keep that nice. One in the middle, and you got one on the end, perfect. That's good to go. Do the same down here. we'll go 6 inches out, 6 inches out. Now I got a situation here where I got a straight piece and a curved piece. This is kind of wild turkey. I want it to be consistent. So I'll come in here where I know it's true and make a mark. And open it up to that mark. I might need to pull this. Actually, we're going to pull this. And we're right to there. Perfect. So, I know that I'm pretty much equidistant through the whole countertop, so to speak, or the whole seat wall. Do my end pieces, get those guys ready. And we're looking good, guys. All right.